What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. One of the biggest questions I get asked a lot is whatever happened to the STREETSPEED717 Z06? So in this video, we're going to answer that question. Before we get into that, make sure to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be alerted when we post a new video on this channel. So yeah, I get asked a lot, whatever happened to the STREETSPEED717 Z06? Mike actually had two yellow Z06s, so sometimes people get confused on which one was the one that I owned. I bought Mike's first yellow Z06, the 2016. I got to know Mike because we supplied the heads for that engine when Andy was working on the car. And when he broke the differential and expressed interest in selling it, I asked him what he was going to do with it, and we talked for a while, and I ended up buying the car. So I drove out to Pennsylvania, met Mike at his house, and bought that car, brought it back to Katech. The primary things I wanted to fix on that car was, of course, the broken differential. It had broken at the drag strip, and Mike had parked it once that happened. So we were going to fix the differential, fix the Lamborghini doors because those weren't opening right. He hated them, and he didn't like the way the clutch drove, and the fuel pump was a little noisy. So I ended up putting it to a Katech package. So we pulled the engine, I changed the cam, we went through pretty much everything on the car. I probably overdid it a little bit. Now onto the body. The car had an APR wing that was bolted to the deck lid. I sold that wing and I just sold the deck lid that went with it. So the buyer had the holes already pre-drilled. I figured I couldn't really use a deck lid with holes in it, so I ended up picking up a second deck lid. Just gave the buyer of the wing the whole deck lid with the holes in it and bolted the new deck lid to the car. Then the car went to the body shop. They painted the deck lid to match, and while it was there, they fixed the Lamborghini doors, removing the hinges, putting it back to stock hinges, getting everything to open and close nice and proper, and also fixed the damage to the right rocker that was due to an accident that Mike had. The first yellow Z06 that Mike had was the one that had two different wraps on it. The first was a very angular multicolored wrap, like a zebra stripe wrap, and the second one was a multicolored swirled wrap. By the time I got the car, the wraps had been taken off and it was back to the yellow. During this time, I was rebuilding the 2016 Z06. Mike bought a new yellow Z06 that got the yellow camo wrap. Now that was the car that went to RPM. I put the Pro Charger on it. Not the same vehicle, often confused. That is the car that I raced in my red Z06 at the call out. By the time we had finished rebuilding the car, this was early 2018, I put it up for sale, but something happened around that time that really affected Z06 prices. The 2019 ZR1 was coming out, and GM decided to start production on the 2019 Corvettes in February. Usually they do the model year changeover at 4th of July weekend, but this year GM decided to do that early and start producing the C7 ZR1 in about February, I believe. This basically made the car a half a year older overnight. And also GM dealers started offering really great incentives on the 2018 and even 2017s that were still sitting on a lot. So with these GM incentives and dealer discounts that were coming out, it was really hurting the used car market. So the bottom really fell out on that, and it made it very difficult to sell the car. So by April of 2018, I decided to trade the car in to the dealership where I was buying my 2019 ZR1. So I traded STREETSPEED717's old Z06 into the dealership and was awaiting production of my 2019 ZR1. By the summer of 2018, the dealership where I traded in the car had sold it to a retail customer, and we talked on the phone a little bit. He was enjoying the car and having a lot of fun with it. It was doing well. Hadn't heard from him in a long time, and just recently, a couple weeks ago, I got a call from another dealership, and it sounds like he had traded it in and the car is back on the market now. So I hope that clears up some confusion about the two yellow Z06s that STREETSPEED717 had and which one that I bought from Mike. I hope you guys like this channel. We're just getting started, so please make sure to subscribe and follow Harding Motorsports on Instagram at Harding Motorsports. Thanks for watching.